Them guys in Austin known as Rooster Teeth started posting a podcast each and every week starring Burnie, Geoff, Joel, and Gus. They sit right down and begin to discuss whatever they want. Maybe sometimes wow, or the current events that are happening now. They product place to make some bank, but that's what they do because they're the drunk tank. Drunk tank.
Why do I suddenly feel like we're in a strip club?
Dude, that guy sounds kind of like a White Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Can you identify the beat bed? That's what I want to know.
No.
I can.
Well,
What is it?
I'm going to look it up here and see if I can play it for you guys.
You know, I'm really shocked at how many podcast theme songs we're getting that sound just like that. It's
a lot of aspiring young rappers out there.
A lot of young M&Ms out there.
Who was that?
Oh shit! I closed it.
Was it Teresa Bach?
No, it was not Teresa Bach. It was Dark Crad 14.
Dark Crad?
That must be his username on our website.
You don't think his name is Dark Crad walking around on the street?
No, I don't think his parents named him that.
His girlfriend's name is Blonde1504 too.
She's really a dude.
Yeah, she's really a middle-aged fat dude. That, unless I missed my guess, that beat bed was from Beck's Loser.
Was it?
I think so. It's some Beck song, I think, for sure.
Interesting.
But that's where he pulled that from.
Where did you learn the term beat bed?
You know, that's a really good question. I don't know where I learned the term beat bed.
Did you just invent it? Because I've never heard of it until just now.
No.
I could use a rhythm blanket in my beat bed.
Fuck it. I'm down, yo. I think I heard the term beat bed from...
Your days in the street in Houston?
When you were popping and locking for change.
I used to work for Dre back in the day.
Bernie was in a dance gang.
Was that your manager's name at Blimpies? Dre? Back then he was Mr. Dre. He wasn't a doctor yet.
Yeah. Do you remember there was some Eminem song where he made fun of Christina Aguilera?
Yes.
Okay. There was a hoax response to that where she used the term beat bed. This fake Christina Aguilera came back at Eminem with a song. And it talked about how he would be shit without Dre's beat beds.
I see.
So I'm literally referencing a fake Christina Aguilera. That's where I get all my street cred.
I don't think that's an appropriate reference for Wikipedia. I don't think fake Christina Aguilera qualifies.
Still more legitimate than anything Gus and I got.
Yeah.
Hey, speaking of that,
you know what? My
What's that?
fucking Wikipedia page got deleted.
Did it?
Yeah.
Let's not talk about that.
I got rolled into Rooster. Now, when you search for my name, you just get redirected to Rooster Teeth.
Do you think that's...
How do you know that? Were you spending some time Wikipediaing yourself?
My wife likes looking at my Wikipedia page for some reason.
That's so weird.
But why would you want a Wikipedia page?
No, frankly, I don't
She's
care.
She's got to psych herself up for sex. She's like, remember, he's famous. He's got a Wikipedia page. He's got a Wikipedia page.
Maybe,
just take off the bra. I can do this.
Maybe that's why I haven't gotten laid recently.
She needs to check your references first. I mean, I like him okay, but let's see some proper citation.
Oh, man.
Does my celebrity diverticulitis status still exist?
No, they removed all the they removed all the celebrity cases of diverticulitis because they realized that it doesn't fucking matter.
Oh, it's too bad.
You were listed as a celebrity case.
It was like
I added him.
It was
in.
me and Sonny Bono.
Like there were a bunch of people, and I thought Jeff's got this. I should put him in here, so I put him in there. Then someone put citation needed. So then for my citation, I put the comic where Jeff gets sick, and they accepted it.
The fart comic?
Yeah, that was it.
Dear Lord.
Celebrity illness pages. That's the best thing that ever happened to Wikipedia.
And then it got deleted like 6 months ago. I think they just got rid of all the celebrity cases on the diverticulitis page.
That's too bad. I was on there with some pretty awesome.
There was
people.
like a car dealer from L.A.
Yeah,
like a used car salesman who was on there, and then he got deleted, and the note was like not really a celebrity.
That's funny.
I was like, wow, they left Jeff in, but they took down this other dude.
Those Wikipedia moderators can be harsh.
Yeah, there was one guy in particular who was on me for a while for trying to get that citation. I don't remember what his name was. I'll have to look it up. I'll put it in the link dump.
How do you get that job as a Wikipedia moderator?
Free time?
Is there like a quiz or something? I mean, what's the qualifications to be a Wikipedia moderator? And correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't the whole point of Wikipedia to not have moderators? That this is a globally modified database?
Yeah, but you gotta have some people in there checking to make sure that people aren't just going around defacing everything. Like the time Jason and I got drunk and put that you like to suck dicks on your Wikipedia page.
Do you know? Okay,
that was only up for like 2 minutes.
That was up for like 2 minutes.
Do you know that? Have you ever heard the whole saga of how I got Burnie.com?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but please, this is a great story.
There's a city in Tasmania, which is is Tasmania part of Australia or is it old country?
It's like a state.
After once referring
Province.
to New Zealand as part of Australia, I have learned to be cautious about saying what is part of Australia and what is not. And anyway, Burnie, Tasmania is a city in Tasmania, and it's spelled exactly like my name, Burnie. Well, I registered Burnie.com a very long time ago. And in fact, I had to get it from a domain squatter. I had to wait till it expired and snag it. Like, literally waited for a week, it expired, and I grabbed it. So, about a month later, the city of Burnie, Tasmania started to contact me, and they wanted the website. And we went through this whole kind of funny thing where I was talking with someone in the mayor's office, and they said they wanted it. And I made these outrageous demands like, I will give it to you. I will redirect all the web traffic. I will give it to you as long as you will have a parade in my honor, and I get to march in the front of the parade. And you build a statue of me, which I'll pay for, but you have to put it up in a park somewhere where it's me, and I have, in the outstretched hand, I have a can of Foster's, and tucked under my arm, I have a platypus. And I get to make up the inscription for why I have a statue. And then they just didn't respond to that. They wouldn't come back with anything. So I found out, though, I was looking through the old emails trying to, like, kind of keep this going, and I saw they said, well, will you at least modify it to something less offensive? And I said, less offensive? I don't have anything up on that webpage, just a blank page. Gus had modified it. And for 2 months, it said, Burnie sucks cock. And so if you lived in the city of Burnie, Tasmania, you got this horrible message every time you logged on to Burnie.com.
When did you do that?
It was back when we worked at the call center. I think it was Burnie had done something to one of my domains, and I got mad, and I had root on our web host, so I just changed Burnie.com to that.
Was that back in the when he was fucking with Show Me the Monkey? Back in those days?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that was funny though. That was funny. Your little vandalism probably cost me my statue with the platypus, man. So I didn't get my platypus.
Well, I'm very sorry to hear that you didn't get your statue.
I just use it for mail, because I wanted to have a static email address that was still personalized. That I realized, like back in the late '90s, that stuff like Hotmail or Gmail didn't exist at the time. That all that stuff was eventually going to go away. So I wanted to have a more permanent email address. So I established Burnie.com.
So what was Burnie.com before you had it?
It was just a site, a park domain site. Which can anyone explain how those work on a business model level? Like, if you just park a popular name, and it's just a page of just random links, which is what I see most often, that are related to the name of the site, how do they make money from that?
I don't know. How does anyone make money advertising on the internet? Probably just, fractions of a penny every time.
But people can't possibly be paying, like, I want to go after this park domain eyeballs,
Well, yeah, I'm sure it's just, people buying ads in bulk and just throwing them out wherever. Any place they can serve them.
But it's just a list of links. It's not even like an advertisement.
It's, I don't know if you've seen it, but there's some very sexy ads on roosterteeth.com.
I heard that. Another Geoff is a celebrity thing. He's on some list of gamer celebrities.
Yeah, mygamercard.net.
And
by the way, I don't know how I got on that. I had nothing to do with it.
What rank are you on there now? Are you in the 20s?
I'm in the 20s somewhere. Yeah.
At one point, it was your goal to get number one, right?
I got as high as 16, and then I fell down.
Oh, you don't know how you got on there, but all of a sudden you know how high you were, and
no, I know.
you had a goal to get to number one.
I know that once I found out I was on there, I was like, if I'm going to be on here, I'm going to be the fucking top dog, right? But no, nowhere near.
I also want to point out that Geoff is like, why do you care? What difference does it make? Geoff heard a Major Nelson podcast where they mentioned one time that there's a list of the most viewed gamer tags, and that he was like number 8 on the list.
Fuck yeah, it was.
Geoff went. He put his gamer card everywhere that you could possibly put it, like on our front page, and he went up so quickly that they just stopped putting out the list. Or do they still put it out now?
I haven't seen it in a long time.
Geoff ruined it for everybody.
I'd like to think so.
Had to game the system.
Who was up at
I don't
number
like
one?
game the system, but it was like Major Nelson or I don't know, E or Soldier Boy or one of those people.
What, Major Nelson put out a list where he was top of the list? That seems odd to me.
And cut that out.
Yeah.
Hey, so
speaking of Major Nelson, we'll be seeing him in 2 days. By the way, at the event that he was so nice to invite us to.
I'm shocked. So you want to talk about PAX since we're going to PAX?
Oh shit, that's tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, Gus and I are getting up at, and you too, are getting up at fucking 4 a.m. tomorrow to fly to PAX.
Is that the way that's going to work?
Yeah.
Yeah, our flight's at 6. Since Jeff and I are neighbors, I get to give him a ride tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Speaking of neighbors, before we get into PAX, let's talk about what your life is like since you bought a house for a little bit.
It's been pretty miserable. I don't want to go through the whole rigmarole.
Please do.
We don't have enough
Highlight
podcasts.
of my day if you go through that.
But let's talk about the two things that happened to you yesterday.
So, after I moved out of my old house, my wife doesn't drive. I should start with that.
Can we talk about that, please?
And why doesn't your wife drive?
She doesn't like to drive.
So she chooses not to.
Yeah, she chooses not to. She
Well,
got a
that's
license,
fair
but she doesn't.
In
drive.
Gus's defense, she's Asian.
I'm probably doing you all a favor by keeping her off the road. But
Dude, that's no joke. Your other Asian girlfriend from 10 years ago, I rode in a car with her one time. She rode the wrong way over she rode in the wrong lane over a bridge with oncoming traffic coming at us.
That was at,
and I was like, you've got to we're going to die. And she was like, I have no idea what you're talking about.
that was,
Everything's fine.
That was at Riverside, right?
Yeah.
It's funny. Anyway, okay, so
I just like she's perpetuating. Is there some reason why she won't drive? I have a suspicion there's something sinister here.
no, she says that she doesn't like to drive, and I can't make her drive.
So does she have an ability to drive?
Yeah, she can totally drive. I've seen her do it.
That's a fair point. That's no problem for me.
She's not perpetuating the myth that Asian women can't drive.
No.
She can't.
She totally perpetuating
What did that
it.
note, that secret note you wrote say, Ben? I couldn't read it. You said don't mention something?
You didn't introduce yourself. Oh, we didn't introduce ourselves.
Hey, I'm
look
Jeff.
at us. We're getting notes from Mr. fucking first time sitting in the room. I'm Felicia Day.
Oh, then I'm Burnie Burns.
I'm Felicia Gay.
Oh. Okay, let's get back to this.
Yeah.
And it's Gavino over there.
Yeah. So.
Is that the first time you've opened your fucking mouth this podcast?
Hey.
No, he's talked a couple times.
All right.
Let Gus talk. So, my car has been acting up, and the AC's broken in it. So when my mom found out that my AC was broken, she lent me one of her cars, and I've been driving that around. So I had 2 cars, and I'm the only one that can drive in my house. We moved out of my old house, and this created a problem. So I had to leave my car with the broken AC at the old house, and I've been driving this other car with AC. So last night I said, before PAX, got to go get the car.
That was the second time. You should go back.
I don't want to. This story will take forever.
Okay.
But anyway, so I said I got to go get the car that's broke with no AC at my old house. So I called Jeff. I was like, "Come with me. We'll get the cars." He's like, "Okay." We go down there. The car's been egged.
Your car got egged?
Yeah, there's like
It got
eggshells.
seriously
I mean,
egged. Like,
someone put like 18 eggs on my car because this thing it had an omelet on it. It's like my car was sunny side up. And so like, what the fuck is this? And like, there's eggshells. And we're like, oh, my car got egged. Okay.
But was it just your car? Like
Yeah, it was just my car.
someone had gone and bought eggs to put on your car.
Yeah.
Now, why do you think they egged your car?
Probably 'cause it's been sitting there for 3 weeks.
Really? Just sitting there? Was it parked like...
I moved it from one side of the street to the other once. But,
Okay, apparently that wasn't enough
But
to stave off an egging.
So we get down there. The car won't start because the battery's dead. So I've got one of those. So I've got one of those chargers you plug into like the cigarette lighters of each car, and it charges it up.
That can't work.
It worked. That's how I moved the car last time. It was dead, and we tried to jump it. We couldn't jump it, so I bought that charger. It worked. I moved it to the side of the street. So I bought, put it out there. Couldn't start it. So I'm like, motherfucker, what the hell's going on? So I don't know. I've got to go buy a new battery. I didn't do it. I was supposed to do it this morning, but I can't bring myself to do it. I'm so angry.
Dude, I'd like to point out, though, that this is the second time Gus has called me and said, hey, help me move this car. And the first time we went out there, well, first off, he picks me up the first time. We go all the way over there, get there. Gus realizes, I don't have the keys for this car. So we had to drive all the way across town back to his house to get the keys, to go all the way back over there to find out the battery was dead. We spent 20, 30 minutes trying to jump it, to no avail. This time when he calls me last night, he goes, I went and I charged the battery last week. I promise it'll work. I'm not going to waste your time. It's no big
I'd
deal.
already charged it. I'd already moved it. I thought it'll
Get out there, fucking dead.
Why aren't you driving your own car? I don't understand.
because the AC's broken. I'm driving the car my mom let me.
And it's been the hottest year in the history of Austin.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I got stuck on the house thing with the AC thing. Okay, so you're not driving your car because your AC's busted.
Right.
And what kind of car are you driving with your mom's car?
It's a Chevy Cobalt.
What?
I'm 31 years old, and I'm driving my mother's car.
Which is... I mean, how much damage did they do to your car? Because, I mean, is it okay? Because you have a nice car.
No.
No, not anymore. Not as of yesterday.
So what happened? How much damage was done to this thing?
No, I mean, there's really no damage. It's just covered in an egg.
So
It's just a little yokey.
So what is your mom driving?
My mom has tons of cars, apparently.
Oh, okay.
How many?
I don't know, but enough to give me one. So, okay. So, anyway, the other day on Saturday, I got a bill from the gas company, and I thought, this is weird. I just got a bill the other day. Why am I getting another bill? So I open up this new bill, and it says final bill. You know,
Oh, good.
Balance negative $28.
No more bills.
And I thought, well, that's weird. That shouldn't be my final bill. So I called the gas company, and their phone system's down, so they can't take my call.
And this is for your new house.
Right. So I thought, oh, okay, I'll just call them on Monday. So I got home on Monday, and I checked my mail, and there was a check from the gas company for $28. And I thought, oh, shit, something's going wrong. So I called the gas company, and they say, oh, yeah, well, your service has been canceled. And I said, why? They said, oh, a new tenant activated service at that address.
Uh-oh.
And I said, new tenant? I bought this house 2 months ago. And I said, who activated service at this address? And they said, sorry, sir, we can't tell you because of privacy. And on a hunch, I said, I'm going to change her name, but I said, is it Peggy? And Peggy being the previous owner of the house. And they said, yes, that is the name of the person who activated service. And I said, what's going on here? And they said, well, on August 19th, Peggy called, and she said she wanted to activate service at this address effective August 24th. And I said, well, I'm still living here. I bought this house from her 2 months ago. And they said, well, sorry, sir. And I said, well, I need to get my name back on the account. I need this to be mine.
She still holds the gas rights to the house?
Yeah, and then they said, okay, well, we'll just need to charge you a $10 installation fee, and we can get it switched back over to your name. And I said, no, you're not going to charge me a $10 installation fee? And they said, well, it's a standard fee, sir. I said, I know it's a standard fee. I paid it already.
It's a non-standard disconnection.
Yeah, I said, I paid it already. You can't charge me to reconnect it again. They said, I can't do anything about it, sir. I said, okay, I want to cancel everyone's gas on my street. And they said, what? I said, apparently anyone can cancel anyone's gas, so I'm canceling everyone's gas. And they said, hold on, sir.
What would you have done if this had worked? Your neighbors would all hate you. They'd be like, sir, that's an excellent point. We'll get right on that.
So they put me on hold for like 10 minutes. They come back and they go, yeah, you don't need to pay the fee, sir.
That's ridiculous. So did you find out why this Peggy lady's going after your gas?
No, so I called I called my realtor because I know she's still in contact with that other woman because I have no way to contact her. And I said, can you call her and ask her what the fuck is going on?
Yeah? What'd they say?
I don't know. Hopefully I'll find out today.
Fuck that. Well, we won't get too far into it, but was it a good purchase?
Yeah, the sale went fine.
Okay.
No hiccups, no problems.
I seem to recall there was a story about you showing up to move in, and the lady was having second thoughts after closing.
No, that was me.
Geoff.
Oh, that was you.
Yeah, that was when Griffin came to move in 9 months pregnant, and the lady took one look at Griffin and kicked her out of the house and said she had to come back in 2 hours.
She'd been in the house for like 20 years or something like that?
And she started, and then like she came in a little bit later. She kept coming into the house after we closed. It was weird. But Griffin was painting the living room wall, and the lady just burst into tears and ran out.
She's crying.
Wow. Luckily, she didn't know about the old gas trick. She just shut you guys
The best
up.
part about that is if you would have done nothing, Peggy'd be paying for your gas right now.
I know. Maybe I'm stupid for calling the gas company. But
Dude.
Bizarre.
I'd see if you could get Peggy to put the electric in her name, too.
I know. I guess I should call the other utilities and make sure everything's still in my name.
Probably not a bad idea.
So how come they're not allowed to disclose the name of Peggy, but if you guess her name, they just say, oh, yeah, that was her?
They were going to guess
So technically you can just keep guessing names until they say, oh, yeah, funnily enough, that was her.
Well, I mean, that makes sense to me. She's a human. You obviously know what the problem is, so she thinks she can get to the bottom of the problem because Gus knows the information. So that makes sense to me.
It's a flawed system.
No, it's so,
I like...
and before I hung up, I was like, listen, I don't want this to happen again. Can we put like a password on my account or something?
Do you think when they put you on hold to go talk to the manager, it was because they realized that you really could turn off the gas and everybody's...
maybe the guy went to
figured out
work.
a
He's
dirty
like,
secret.
let's go turn off everyone's gas. And the manager's like, what the fuck are you doing?
So I like that Gav's idea of a more perfect system would be that they turn Gus away without a solution. That's proper. You know? Oh, no. It's
Is that what customer service is like in England?
It's the British way of thinking.
Yeah.
Do you have issues like this in the UK? I mean, you go through this stuff all the time.
Well, you live with Mummy and Daddy, so do they have issues like this?
I pay the bills.
Do you?
Yeah, my parents do pay the bills.
Yeah, you got the skills to pay the bills?
Sure. I've had a lot of trouble with, like, I've had a new phone. The phone I have now, I've had it for about 18 months, and it's still registered to my old address, and I've called them a bunch of times. And they, at one point, thought somebody else owned the phone, and it's a mess. I don't even get bills for that phone. I have no idea how much I'm paying for my phone bill, because I don't see the bills, and I have no way to access them online.
Well, if you don't get bills, you're not paying for it.
I'm paying for it. It's direct debit.
So,
And
so you can just
the money is getting sucked out of my account every month for like various different amounts, and I have no way of seeing it unless I check my account. It's pretty bad, right?
That's very bad.
That's stupid.
I'm gonna get an iPhone next.
Congratulations.
3GS.
Welcome to the club.
You said, Gus, that you were disappointed with the iPhone 3GS camera
Yes.
over the iPhone 2.
It
whatever it's
doesn't
called.
seem like the pictures are 3 megapixels. I don't know if there's a setting I need to adjust, but when I take a picture,
Are they the exact same size as the
it's
previous
like
iPhone?
800 by 600. That's not 3 megapixel, is it?
No, we did that the day you got it.
Yeah.
That's the first thing you and I tested was to see the pictures that they're different, and they looked exactly the same as my regular old iPhone.
Yeah, I mean, I can adjust where it's focusing, and that's cool, I guess, but the pictures don't seem high enough resolution to me.
That's very disappointing. The only reason I never got an iPhone is because of the shite camera on it.
Maybe I should do some more testing. Maybe if I grab them through iTunes, it'll be different. I don't know.
Gav's actually got a pretty cool phone because he has
Yeah,
a phone that does video and will take it at like how many frames per second?
Yeah, my phone can shoot at 120 frames a second.
So basically 3.5 times slow motion.
Yeah, depending on PAL or NTSC.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's you need to do it in a lot of light, otherwise it's dark.
And very useful. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've been out and wanted to take a slow motion video, much less just a regular old video.
But it's with the video on the 3GS is pretty cool. Like being able to edit and trim the video down.
That's pretty cool, but it is kind of blurry. Like I don't know if it adjusts the shutter speed depending on how much light is in the room.
Yeah,
but
it does.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I guess every video I've seen has been in a quite dark room, so
Probably.
it's blur.
It's okay, like I said, if you have tons of light, like
Yeah.
out in sunlight.
I want to point something out and get away from this boring ass conversation that we just got into. I want to say, and Jeff, you could probably back this up.
I already back you up.
You get in a dumb situation with some kind of company that you're paying money to, or like some kind of, God forbid, like city organization, where like an ordinance or something like that. I am probably the best friend to have because I will make fun of you for everything except when someone's giving you administrative bullshit, and then I'm completely on your side.
That's true.
Like Jeff went through something with his homeowner association. I'm like, yeah, fuck those people, fuck them all. I hate them because I hate people who have like this minuscule little bit of power via some like bureaucratic horse shit, and they eat your life up with forms and garbage.
They just take away hours of your life, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Last week I mentioned that Griffin and I were talking about the maintenance of an American life, and that's it. It's the overhead of just dealing with too many fucking rules, man.
Yeah.
You know, that's coming up in this discussion of healthcare and everything else, is they're now discussing the possibility of having a national sales tax for everybody. And it's like, oh, that makes sense. You pay your tax instead of having high income taxes, you just pay a national sales tax. As somebody who owns a business, I don't want to collect and pay another tax for everyone else anymore. I'm sick of that,
Dude,
man.
we already do it enough.
It's just not. It's people think it's invisible because they're just like, oh, I'm at a cash register and I just pay the tax. Well, there's a lot of effort that goes from that sales tax getting from that cash register to the government.
You're
Plus,
absolutely
we're
right
gonna
about that.
fucking end up paying the sales tax and be like, great, everything's good. Let's not lower income taxes after all.
Oh, why would they?
Then we're fucked. Then we're all living in California.
I also
Let's pay high property tax. Let's pay high sales tax. Let's pay high income tax. Fuck it.
Why not? Why not? Let's have. We're lucky.
Why do I need money?
I love new.
It's creating problems.
I got 18 eggs for free this week.
I'm gonna go eat on my car for lunch.
I love new homeowner Gus.
God, I have been so angry for the last 3 months or so.
Yeah, it's garbage, man.
And then, speaking of bureaucratic shit, I wasted like an hour on hold when I moved to the new house because I was trying to add the electricity for the new that account to the website. You know, the City of Austin, you can pay utilities online.
Oh yeah.
I was trying to add it and it wouldn't work. It asked me for my account number, asked me for a social security number. It's like social security number's wrong. So I called. I spent an hour on the phone, and then finally they're like, "Oh, there's no social security number on your account." It's like, why the fuck isn't there one? I called you and set this up. I I already had a fucking account.
I'm sure it actually went like this. Okay, well, let me give that to you.
No.
Gus gets angry when there's not somebody in his face.
I've been losing it. I've been losing it lately.
He can get pissy on the phone.
Did you see that Shadow Complex is the best-selling single-player Xbox Live Arcade game?
It's best
Okay.
selling single player Xbox Live Arcade game, which is
What the fuck
kind
is
of
that,
kind of a dubious
Yes.
honor, because there aren't that many single player games.
Right, and that's what they said. Well, in the write-up I read on Kotaku or Joystick, that's what they said.
This
Most
is like-
are multiplayer
This is like our show is the hottest new comedy on Thursday nights.
at 7:30 on
Yeah.
this network.
Yeah.
Of the new shows this fall.
I mean, it's a great game. Don't get me wrong, but it sold 200,000 copies, which seems too low for how good that game is.
Yeah, well, I mean,
But
it's only been out 2 weeks, maybe.
But it's like, can you name other single player? Bernie and I tried to do it yesterday. Can you name other single player only arcade games?
The Penny Arcade games.
Yeah,
Pac-Man CE.
Pac-Man CE was that single player? Well, then you could say Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, Pac-Man CE.
But are you
Doug.
considering single player to be like missing a multiplayer mode?
Yes.
Because I consider single player to be a game where there's like if there's both, but all the achievements are in single player, I consider that a single player game.
No, that's still multiplayer.
That's both.
If there's a multiplayer component, it's like Marble Blast is a multiplayer.
Well,
game.
there actually is no qualification for it,
I guess that's true.
so we don't really know where they came up with this. They released it on their own.
It would just have to be. It would have to be a game with zero multiplayer.
It's a great game, by the way.
It's a fantastic game.
When Gus was telling us about it, I was very standoffish about playing a side-scrolling 3D game, but I've actually finished it now, and I have all the achievements in it. I think it's a great game.
Yeah, I gotta catch up.
I think it took me like 5.5 hours, 5 hours to finish it, and it didn't feel like I played for that long.
Oh yeah,
It feels like I could run through it again.
It's got kind of a weird thing where it's not quite 3D and is not 2D, so it's like it's 2.5D, which ends up having the one thing you don't want in a video game, which it has control issues sometimes, where I'm doing what I think should make the guy point at the dude in the background, but it's the opposite direction,
Right.
or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
And then that's the most frustrating thing in a game. That and the platforming stuff, where you're jumping from moving platform to moving platform.
Fucking hate
Hey,
platforms.
I've been meaning to ask you, by the way. You went through and got the minimalist achievement, which is to play through the game only collecting 13% of the items or
I
less.
did do that.
How long did that take you to do? Because when you started it in the office that night, and it seemed like you got through like a third of the game in 10 minutes.
I want to say that took about 2 hours and 12 minutes of gameplay. I now
Really?
have a run through that game that's an hour and 15 minutes.
Hour and 15.
And it's just running straight through the game on the lowest mode and not worrying about less collectibles or more collectibles,
Right.
just blazing through the game.
Was that for an achievement, or is that just something you wanted to do?
No, that was something I was, well, sort of. It was on my way to get the level 50 achievement. And I normally don't grind achievements at all, but I was done with everything else in the game, and I was level 38, and so I was just trying to find a way to get to level 50. And normally, in that case, I just walk away from the game, knowing that DLC will eventually come down the pipe at some point, and that I would just get level 50 during DLC play, which I should have done, but I was having fun. I like the game.
It's a
You're
shame.
assuming there will be DLC.
Well, if it's if it's a top-selling single-player arcade game in the month of November, during a lunar solstice, I'm sure they will make.
Can
DLC
there be
for it.
DLC for an Xbox Live Arcade game like that?
Yeah, sure, more levels.
You can get up to 250 achievement points. They can add another 50 in. You know what sucks about that? Is I just read that DICE has no plans to make any DLC for Battlefield 1943.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
I heard about that.
I wouldn't.
That's too bad.
I'd
Not
make
even
another
more-
game.
Not even more maps or anything?
I wouldn't.
They're already making another game. They're making Bad Company 2. But I don't know.
It was kind of a one-off kind of a thing anyway.
I think I also heard that the PC version of 1943 got pushed to next year.
Yeah, it's true.
It was supposed to come out September this month, but I guess they said they're having trouble porting the Frostbite engine to the PC.
You can do a thing on Xbox Live Arcade where you go to Game Marketplace, go to Arcade, search by all titles, so you get every title, and then you can sort your search by bestsellers, so you can actually see the sales ranks of every game in Xbox Live Arcade. I wish they would do that same thing for DLC or rank DLC in there, because I have a feeling that a lot of these games, especially on Xbox Live Arcade that offer DLC, I think there's an extremely low take rate on it. I really do. I think there's a low take rate in general on Xbox Live Arcade, but I think DLC is very unpopular on arcade games.
For arcade-specific games?
I mean, I can tell you some games that have DLC, and I look for other people having those achievements, and I don't find them. The Maw was one. Had a lot of DLC with it. Marble Blast Ultra has DLC associated with it. And that came out, what, Gavin? Like 2.5 years after the game was out, right?
Yeah.
That
You've got those achievements now, haven't you?
I do. I just got the last one in there.
So you have 100% again in Marble Blast.
I am now up to 48 completed games. Oh, and Geoff
God
is
damn.
here to vindicate me
Okay.
for the discussion last week.
Let me do it. What are we vindicating?
They said last week that if you are counting the number of completed games you have on Xbox Live or Xbox 360, you shouldn't count arcade titles.
That's retarded.
Thank you.
That absolutely retarded.
I wasn't
19
saying you shouldn't count them.
case in-
I was saying it should just be a different
Yeah,
category.
because it's a different level and a different amount of time.
I don't think it's a different level or different amount of time. I'm still trying to get 200 points in Battlefield 1943, so I calculated. I need to get. No, let me talk, dickhead. So you have to play. The final achievement I need is to play 100 games of Battlefield 1943. I figured out how much time that takes. That alone takes 24 hours. I can't count on two hands how many 1,000-point games I've beaten in less than 24 hours.
But it's the same with every
There's
other.
a billion.
A retail game will set achievements over. They'll take you a long time to do.
You and me?
A few.
I'm right here with you. I got you.
Let me ask you
All
a
right.
question. Let me ask you a question.
Okay, right. This is a good point.
All right.
A retail game will set achievements that will make you play the game a few times over, so it takes a long time to do it, and
Not
you get a sense.
necessarily.
A lot of them you'll have a sense of completion and I've done it after you've got 1,000 points. An arcade game will have a load of shit easy achievements, and then one.
No, that's not
and
true.
then,
What
and
about-
then one that just takes a long time for no reason.
I don't know.
What about
I-
Shadow Complex? Shadow Complex makes you play that game through 4
Well,
times.
actually, that's a shame that game only can have 200 points because that's a very in-depth arcade game.
Here's the problem with the discussion that we had last week, is that these guys are all saying that they're falling into the trap that it's worth less points, therefore it shouldn't count the same.
Right.
I went and looked. None of these guys have any arcade
No,
games.
I'm
Yeah,
not
that's
saying
not
I'm
true.
not saying they shouldn't count the same. I'm saying they do count the same. There should just be a category.
Yeah,
where
they should
it's
be
like
different.
A line down the middle. It's like retail games here, arcade.
But
games
I agree
over
with
why?
that.
Why draw the distinction?
Just so you can see, because they're not the same.
They
I'm
are.
not. Sa-
What two types of games are there for Xbox? Retail and arcade. There should be. I mean, come on.
No.
What are you
also-
saying you don't agree with that?
It's
There's also
unnecessary.
games on demand.
if they were going to be held on equal footing, why don't arcade games have 1,000 points?
There you go.
Why are they different?
Because people would buy the arcade games in preference over the retail to get more gamer score.
Why not?
That's
if,
why.
If in your mind they're equal, why should there be a distinction?
They're not an equal price.
I don't know.
They're not an equal price. Because if you're going to get they're probably protecting the point scheme of gamer score, which I don't care about at all. But there are some people that do. And if you could buy 4 games for the price of a retail game and get 4,000 points, you can see why people would do that.
Yeah.
That's why they're worth exactly what they're worth. Is because they're a varying price range, but about $10. So you get about an equal number of gamer points for playing these things, or gamer score, whatever the hell it's called.
That's retarded.
So how come that a game worth 400 points will get 200 points of achievements, and a game worth 1,600 points Microsoft
You got to
points?
use different words.
Yeah, so 400 Microsoft points to buy will get you 200 gamer score,
Yeah.
and a game that is 1,600 Microsoft points will get
Because
you the
that
same
game
amount.
has been out for 2 or 3 years. You could also get onto Best Buy right now and buy a
Some
fucking 360
games-
game in the bargain bin for $8
That's
and
true.
still get 1,000 points.
Good point.
Oh,
That's a
fucking
retarded
burned!
argument.
Fucking burned!
Yeah, stuff goes to platinum hits.
You see how quickly I turn on
You
you?
can go buy the orange box right now at Best Buy for $20.
Go do it right now, Geoff.
Go buy it right
Go.
now.
I've already got that game.
No, go buy another.
That's
So,
like
do you-
that's like 20 quids.
DLC for an arcade game will get you 50 extra points, right?
Yeah, up to 250. Yeah.
Or you can put in Halo 3 and go and punch someone in the back 3 times. That's 50 points.
Right. So your point is the retail game is easier? That's
I
what
think
you
it's
just said.
stupid
what
to
you
pay.
just said.
It's stupid to pay money for such a stupid amount of points. 50 points, it's nothing.
You see,
I wouldn't buy
Are you
DLC
paying
for an arcade game.
Are you
'cause
paying
it's only
for the
50 points?
Hey,
do you see your
genius,
logic
are
turning
you
on itself? Do you see
Yeah.
what's happening here?
What's happened?
There's a
Explain.
snake eating its own tail.
Yeah, you
Where are you going with
you
this?
fucked yourself there.
dig that hole, dude? Are you paying for achievements, or are you paying for the fun of playing the additional DLC?
This whole conversation is down to the fact that I don't like arcade games. That's pretty much it.
That was my point I was trying to make last week. These guys don't play them.
I don't like arcade games because they're worth nothing.
You got to listen to guys like Geoff and guys like me who have actually played them and beat them. Both of them.
I've beat an arcade game, Cloning
beat
Clyde.
one.
I beat it.
Was that easy?
Took me like a day. Yeah.
And how many retail games have you beaten?
3.
Is that true? 3?
Gavin has 100%ed 4 games, Cloning Clyde, and 3 other games. That's
See,
it.
You use your benchmark for difficult as your hardest one. Your hardest one in arcade is Clone and Clyde. Your hardest one in retail is Oblivion. That was very long, difficult.
It wasn't
one.
hard. It was just long.
Yeah, very long and difficult.
Sucked.
That's what she said.
Hey.
Nope, nope.
And then she egged my car. No,
Whoa.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
Submarine's looking for us?
No, it's my laptop's telling me it's running out of power.
Shall we talk about Snow Leopard? Do you want to talk about that at all?
What do you want to talk? Why are
Jesus.
people so goddamn excited about an OS upgrade?
Once you install it, you'll see if it works.
It's not like a service pack where nothing happens.
I had
what
some.
a ringing endorsement of the OS. If
it
works,
I had some fucking problems.
I had 4 attempts to install that. I could go through each one. It was a different problem each time.
I've installed it twice on my desktop and my laptop and had no problems either.
This is what happened with me. I put the disc in. I didn't have enough hard drive space. I had like 3 gigs and you need 5, so I cleared out some space.
That's not Apple's problem.
Yeah, that's my problem. And then I put the disk in, it started installing. Then it stopped and rebooted, and I had 2 gigs left. So it had installed something, but I didn't know where, and I couldn't install it again. So I had to re-delete some more stuff. Then it rebooted and didn't complete the installation because the disk was dirty. And then in the end, I gave up and it spat the disk out. I was like, fuck this, I'm going home. And I opened my laptop again, and it had installed. I opened it up and it was like, here's Snow Leopard. I didn't even think it worked, but it did. It took me 4 goes. And it's great. It's a speed machine.
With me, I was upgrading from Leopard. I put the disk in, double-clicked to do the install. And it started installing, went through like the progress bar. So it was like the install was like 35% done. Then it said error. Then it spit the disk out and rebooted.
Yeah.
I was like, that's weird. Then my laptop wouldn't boot up anymore to the desktop. So then I had to put the disk back in. I tried to do the upgrade again. It said error again. Spit the disk back out. So then I had to I put the installer back in. I had to use disk utility and format my hard drive.
God
To
damn.
totally erase everything, and then I did a fresh install, and it worked. And then I had a Time Machine backup, so I just restored from my Time Machine backup, so everything worked.
So if you reformat your drive and then get everything back from a Time Machine backup, do you actually lose anything?
No, I didn't lose anything.
So it's just like nothing happened. That's
Like
awesome.
right before I did the install, I did one final Time Machine backup to be safe.
Yeah.
Which, thank God I did. I'd have been so
How
fucking mad.
how do you get the disk out of a MacBook? Because the disk was stuck in my MacBook for about 20 minutes. I was just there hitting eject over and over again. I was having a conversation, just tapping it. In 20 minutes, it came out.
I
Like,
guess
is
that's
there
how
a
you do
shortcut to get it out?
No. Not that
Tweezers,
know
I
of.
guess. Tweezers.
But no, ever since, I did have some installation difficulties, but since then it's been great. It's a hell of a lot faster, freed up a ton of disk space.
Yeah.
I think I got like 10 or 12 gigs freed up.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I feel like I lost space. I don't know how. I'm like the only one. I swear I had 80 gigs free when I started the install, and now I have 72 gigs.
Was it on your desktop?
My laptop.
Your laptop? I don't know.
I could be wrong about that. I may have misread it, but I was almost positive that's what I had.
So weird.
But it doesn't matter because it's super fast now, and Safari is fucking a speed demon. It's awesome. Right?
Speed demon.
Speed demon?
You should join us, Burnie. You should upgrade.
I have upgraded. I actually installed it. I just don't have anything to say about an OS upgrade. I will say, though, the way that Gavin said the disc was dirty is kind of hot. Is it okay to say that?
No.
Say it again. Say it again. Come on.
I'm not saying it.
Look at me when you say it, though.
Rewind the podcast to hear that again.
You can be the drunk tank's
Come on.
hot for words.
Say it again. Say it once for me. Say it for the girls in the audience. And the girls in this room. Come on.
Dirty. How's that?
Can you say it with your shirt off?
That's for the ladies. My shirt is off. Gross.
Here, take a drink out of this soda.
Now say it while you gargle.
Speaking of which, I want a drink.
Gross.
I'll be right back. I'm going to drink.
I'll take one too.
Hey, let's
I'll take a big red.
Diet Dr. Pepper, please.
let's talk shit about him when.
All right.
Gavin, you don't get a drink.
Hey, I need a big red. It's the only reason I like being in this country.
Are you the one who's been drinking the Big Red?
Yeah, big red.
I think I had like 3 of them yesterday.
I had one.
How far outside of Texas can you get Big Red? Like how what's its reach?
I don't know.
Big
Red.
I'll have to ask Wikipedia after this podcast to figure it out.
Let's just hope the Big Red Corporation never pissed off any Wikipedia moderators.
I wonder what celebrity cases of Big Red are.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, sir.
We've already broken Gus's no food rule for me in the podcast.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm
You all-
sorry.
if you're gonna drink, just drink away from the microphone.
If you think Big Red is food, you actually are becoming an American.
Hey, speaking of food, we took Gavin and Ben this weekend to the Salt Lick, which is a very popular, very famous barbecue restaurant southwest of Austin. And Gav ate his body weight in barbecue and then spent the next 2 days throwing up. It was awesome.
Gav
The
ate
food-
4 pounds of barbecue.
The food was so delicious, I didn't get full. I just kept eating until I could feel the food stopping higher and higher up inside my chest.
my
And I was
God.
like, I should stop eating. And then Griffin and Geoff both gave me their dessert, so I had a pie and some cobbler.
Hey, let me answer this question right now. Griffin, we had a little fight about it. Griffin had the pecan pie, and I had the blackberry cobbler. Which one was better?
They were both equally good.
You're a sissy.
And they both came out first.
The blackberry cobbler is best out there.
It's an unbelievable.
That was funny. I liked this. They both came out first.
And, yeah, so I threw up a lot to the point where I was completely empty. And then I drank a glass of water and had some Pepto-Bismol, which is great, by the way. It tastes great. And then I threw up some pink wall water.
Nice.
So.
You know, I once went to the Salt Lick about 10 years ago.
I remember this.
And we were all out there eating and for some reason, I was the only person who ate the beans. I don't know why.
Beans
no,
are good.
no one else wanted to eat the beans. I had some. And then later that night, I got back to my apartment, and I got really sick. I guess I had food poisoning. And I ran to the bathroom, and I threw up a lot. I remember as I was throwing up, I felt a whole bean, like an unchewed bean, come up out of my nose and land in the toilet. And I remember it was the most pleasant throwing up experience I've ever had because, like, the barbecue sauce was so good that, like, it still tasted good coming back up.
Fucking A, dude. This is worse than the death video segment you had to cut last week.
He was so excited about it, he called me like 10 minutes later and was like, I think I've got food poisoning. I'm so sick. I shit a bean out my nose. It was delicious.
Yeah, like, the bathroom smelled fantastic. It smelled like the barbecue sauce. And, like, the toilet looked like the barbecue sauce. It was awesome.
Lord, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but because none of the food I ate had actually reached my stomach yet, it was just untouched. Like in the night, I woke up and threw up in one of my t-shirts because I stay up in Jeff's loft in his little outhouse, and there's no bathroom in there. So I was like, shit, I'm gonna throw up. I don't want to throw up on the bed or on the carpet. So I grabbed a t-shirt, I climbed down the ladder as I was throwing up into this t-shirt. Threw it outside. In the morning, I went to, like, go and clean it off. It was just mashed potato. It looked like just someone had put mashed potato in one of my t-shirts.
All right.
Wow.
Bernie is mortified.
This is worse than the discussion we had a few weeks ago about all the nerdy lightsaber stuff.
Hey,
I think Bernie's just upset that we've been wasting food.
let me ask you a question, Pukey.
Perfectly good food's being thrown on the ground.
All right, you recovered nicely.
What was the best thing at Salt Lake?
The problem is now
discounting the dessert.
The problem
sauce.
is that now that
Yeah.
I just laughed at a joke that Gus made at the end of that. Now he'll keep the whole fucking segment in,
Yeah.
just to get to that
It was
one. joke.
validation. Yeah.
He won't be able to give it up.
Or he'll include just a joke with no reference to any previous conversation.
Hey, when you edit the podcast, you can do what you want.
It's true. I'll do it.
Why do you say mashed potato and not mashed potato?
Potato. I don't know. Tomato.
So you would say mashed tomatoes?
Well, I wouldn't say tomato because that just sounds weird, right? Coming from me.
But you say potato?
Potato. Yeah.
Oh, it's all falling apart.
Fucking inconsistent. Are you even British?
Lies are coming out.
Aluminium. Why do you say aluminum? You spell it aluminum, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Do you spell it sodom or do you spell it sodium?
We spell the...
Potassium or potassium? How do they all work?
Aluminum ends in N-U-M. Sodium ends in I-U-M, you idiot.
So does aluminium. It ends in IUM. Aluminium.
Yeah,
No.
He's right. The element is aluminium, but what we use on, like, aluminum foil, it's actually
Oh,
spelled
that
aluminum.
makes sense. Sorry, Gus, I was wrong. What you have makes more sense.
That's getting cut from the podcast.
Cut any references of me being right about anything.
Yeah, as long as you laugh at his joke, he'll leave the part about him being wrong.
Hey, so should we get back and actually talk about PAX? We were going to do that like
Oh,
an
fuck.
hour ago.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we should talk about, since we're on topics of news and vomiting and all that stuff, maybe we should talk about Disney buying Marvel first,
Oh, we can definitely talk about that.
since that's kind of a...
So Disney bought Marvel.
What do you think about that?
You know, I was thinking about that last night before I went to bed. And
$4 billion.
I think Marvel should have got more money. I think Disney should
Yeah,
have
I think
paid more.
Disney got a fucking good deal, right?
Yeah, because I was
$4
thinking, I was
billion.
like, well, you know, as I started in my head trying to think about it. Iron Man came out last year and made, over $300 million.
Spider-Man.
Well, I'm just going off of that. You know, 12 $300 million movies, they made their money back.
It's kind of weird, though, because Marvel then also, they have separate deals where they publish all that through, like, Paramount makes the lion's share of, what is it, Iron Man, right?
Right.
Sony gets all the Spider-Man money, and I think Warner Brothers is X-Men. X-Men is through someone else as well. And so they already have all these deals in place. They were talking about it in NPR yesterday, that Disney won't immediately see the benefits of all those because they're going to have to wait till all those deals can be restructured until they can, all the A material has already been licensed out to other distribution methods. I mean, they'll still get some money because Marvel will still get their cut, but it's not like... It's not the immediate slam dunk that you think it is.
I mean, but they're going to have that. They'll also have, you know, video game sales as well.
Oh, absolutely, man. Marvel's video game sales do
And
really well.
I don't know if anyone still buys them, but they might have comic sales as well. Somewhere in that mix.
I think the comics for Marvel are just an incubator for, like, to figure out which video game and movie to make at this point, really. And that's where they make all their cash.
Yeah, I think Disney got a good deal. I think that company should have been worth a lot more.
Yeah, I agree.
What do you think, Bernie?
Well, I'm curious now how much of, like, what percentage of the modern American characters does Disney now own?
Fuck, it's a lot, right?
I mean, if you take Disney and they have Pixar and now they have Marvel, is it is it overestimating to say they have about 40% of the original modern day American characters?
I don't know.
I mean, so
Marvel has 5,000 characters in their lineup. That's a lot.
It's like, well, how
There's a
many-
lot of crap in
yeah.
there too, but yeah. I mean, they basically have every superhero that anyone gives a shit about, except for Batman and Superman.
But here's what I keep coming back to when I think about it. It sounds cool because we all know the name Disney, we all know the name Marvel, but like, what's your best vision for what's going to come out of this? Like a Pixar Avengers movie? That doesn't even sound right.
No, I think that I don't know that you'll see anything new come out of it. What I read was that essentially, Marvel's going to benefit just from Disney's global reach and be able to expand into other markets, and then Disney will just benefit by that on the other end. But I don't know that you'll see a lot of, like, I don't think you're going to see Peter Pan and Iron Man team up.
Well,
or anything.
here's something else to think about. Like, I don't think they'll take Marvel into a younger direction. But remember, at Comic-Con, we saw that that game based on that cartoon that's coming out.
Yeah.
With like all the Marvel, like the small Marvel superheroes living in the superhero city, and all the villains living in the villain city next door, and
That was
they
awesome.
fight. I wonder if we'll see more stuff like that now.
We
that,
might.
with Disney trying to skew to a younger audience.
Also, I guess a big reason why Disney bought Marvel is that the one area that they lack in is like the teenage male audience. They've got girls locked down with all the fairy shit, and then like the Jonas Brothers and Hannah Montana.
Oh, you're talking about Disney
and
does.
all that. But yeah, Disney doesn't have a good in with young boys, and that sounded kind of creepy.
Yeah, whoa.
But
Hey, Gavino, say
but
dirty.
this is gonna give them that. You know?
Don't do it.
Well, when you say stuff like Marvel's going to benefit from Disney's global reach, I keep hearing stuff like that, and I just want to say, hasn't anybody heard of the goddamn internet
No,
at this
I know.
point?
I know.
Like, if Iron Man was going to be popular in Japan, wouldn't they have picked him up by now?
I guess it's just distribution deals. I don't know.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
I mean, I get frustrated by that. Like, I've been reading online. I read a lot of other people who make online content, and there was somebody who made the weirdest statement. Just kind of threw it out there in a blog or Twitter or something like that, where they said, "I just wrapped up shooting my new web series pilot. I think it's going to be good. I hope they like it." It's like, what the hell is a web series pilot?
And who is they?
Yeah, and who-
You're shooting a pilot to show it to someone before you put it on the internet?
It's something I just don't understand about this generation of content producers on the internet is why are people trying to take the one thing that's incredible about the internet, which is a flat world where you can distribute to anybody, and they're trying to get jobs on sites, that to get productions done. It makes no sense. It makes no sense at all. It's like taking what doesn't work about the old system and trying to layer it over the top of the internet. It makes no sense at all. It makes no sense. It's like these people who get agents. There's now web agents. Do you know that?
Yes, I do know that.
What the hell is that? What do they do? They like broker a domain name deal for you, or what's going on? It's confusing as hell.
They'll broker a good banner ad for you. Punch a monkey or something.
Is that what it is? Are these agents selling ads and doing that kind of stuff?
I don't know, but I would assume it's ads.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, what the fuck else are they doing?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
We allow a look behind the curtain. It ain't that hard to do this stuff.
Yeah.
Like the parts that
I think, like what you're saying, like people shoot pilots, they want to show someone. I
Yeah.
think they don't know how to make a website, or like they want to have more than like a YouTube page, and they were like, oh, we'll just hand it over to the IGN network or some other big conglomerate. Let them worry about all that stuff.
Am I crazy to say that's the easy part? Serving video is not the hardest part of the equation.
Not anymore.
Yep.
The hardest part of the equation is making something that people want to watch. Telling people about it, or buying an banner ad, or selling a banner ad, if that's the way you want to support your thing. That's not the hard part at all. I don't understand it. I guess maybe I don't think we're geniuses, and we're able to do that stuff. I mean, I see people with stuff on YouTube and stuff on iTunes. That's a good way to get it out there. But, how about you build a goddamn web page?
I think,
Maybe we don't understand because we don't have a web agent.
I think we're all just old school. I think we've all just been using the internet way longer than most people.
Yeah.
And I think we're all just a lot more comfortable with it.
Come on.
The
now.
internet's a very different place than it was when we started Red vs. Blue. Or when we started all our dumb websites like Drunk Gamers and Ugly Internet.
I guess so. I guess everyone now no one makes a homepage. Everybody makes a MySpace entry, or MySpace or Facebook.
Yeah, and
What are the kids using these days?
I don't even know.
MySpace?
I'm even outdated on the outdated stuff. Yeah, I guess if somebody could make a homepage on Twitter.
So I've had Twitter now for about, you convinced me to sign up. I've had it for about 8 weeks. I think I've made 10 tweets the whole time. I've discovered the only reason to have Twitter is for shit my dad says.
It's pretty funny.
It's
God,
fucking
it's
funny.
Fucking hilarious.
And I watch that dude's. He gets like another 40,000 followers a day.
I need to follow that guy.
He's really funny. If any of you guys have not checked it out, you should definitely go look at it.
Well, that's what that's what's really cool about anything that gets big on the internet is to see how people start to use it as its own performance space. That's to me, that's fun. You know, like when people had web pages, and then we'd start to see like crazy web pages going up. Like, do you remember Bonsai Kitties?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Or Bonsai Kittens?
Yep.
God, that was a great site. And you just don't see stuff like that very much anymore.
true.
You know.
Yeah.
And so it's cool to see like a feed on Twitter like shit my dad says because it's just it's entertaining unto itself.
Yep.
You know, it's not people telling you constantly how entertaining they are.
So
Fuck, I brought the conversation down. Dude, how'd this happen?
So we got PAX coming up. The event runs Friday to Sunday. We'll be in booth 3012, which I believe is in the parking lot.
Okay, so at PAX, are any of you guys on panels at PAX?
Just the Rooster Teeth one.
And that is what time?
6 p.m. Saturday.
And for the PAX panel, we've got 3 videos to show. We definitely have 2 done, and we're working on a 3rd one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't locked it down 100% yet.
So, and they're all very cool videos.
Are they?
I think so. I
Awesome.
think so. Well, you know the live action one we're showing.
Yeah, I do. I'm
Yeah.
excited about that one.
Yeah, and then we got an episode of Red vs. Blue, which should be exciting.
Let's hope so. If Gavin can get off his ass and finish it.
And then
Start it.
and then another special video. Last year was PAX was the first place we showed the RVB animated project,
Yes,
So.
indeed.
which is an ever ongoing development.
Yes.
It's a much longer process to do stuff for television than it is for the web.
I don't think we're going to show animated again at PAX, are we? Since
We
showed it
might
last
just
year?
have it playing at
Playing
the
at the
booth.
booth?
Yeah, if you guys want, if they hadn't seen it, they can come by the booth and see the animated concept piece that we did. We can't really show anything else right now, but we can show the concept piece because that's been cleared. But everything else, I don't know. Maybe we'll talk to our web agent and see what he has to say about that.
So what PAX is it? Is this the 6th PAX?
What happened?
Well, how did this-
Seriously, what
we
happened?
were having a great podcast going on here, and then everything just fell apart.
What happened? All of a sudden, nobody's got anything to talk about.
Hey, this is the 6th PAX, Gus. That's what you were about to say, right?
Yeah, is
We've
it?
been to every single PAX.
Yeah.
What was your favorite
we
so
have
far?
been to every PAX. I think my favorite was the last one in Maidenbower, which I think was PAX number 3.
Yeah.
Because it was so fucking crowded. Like, you couldn't move anywhere. That's the year that they had the ball, and they have the All Hail Ball shirt because of it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know if anybody saw that besides me.
I don't know what the ball or all hail ball is.
I like the...
You know, Maidenbower had, like, on that bottom floor was kind of open.
Yeah.
And everyone was sitting there. I guess, like, everyone was waiting for a concert, and, like, no one could move because it was so crowded. And then someone just dropped, like, a beach ball from the top floor, and that was ball.
Oh,
Everyone started chanting, "All hail ball."
wow. I must have missed that part of PAX folklore.
It was really weird.
I think the first one might be my favorite just because that was when the hall stayed open 24 hours and kids were just asleep everywhere all over the
And
place.
stealing banners.
stealing shit.
Jesus.
That was nuts.
The problem with that is where I set my mind that PAX is the stinkiest con that we go to.
Oh, man.
Because that first year,
Really?
nobody left, and so people really started to smell ripe.
The gaming rooms with the PCs were the worst. Like, because they would, like, you would walk back over there in that direction in the main bar, and it's like, I don't know, there wasn't ventilation or air wasn't circulating back there, and then people had been sitting there because it was open 24 hours. People would not move from those seats, and it fucking stank back there.
Gross.
You
But-
couldn't get within 50 feet of the door without smelling it. It was pretty bad.
They fixed that shit real fast, though. You don't have
Yeah, that-
stink problems anymore.
Not a problem anymore.
Yeah.
Nope.
Not an
They're
issue.
sold out this year.
They sold out?
Yeah, you cannot get a badge for PAX now.
How many badges did they sell?
I don't know.
Do you know?
I don't know.
What was the attendance last year? It was 58,000, I think? 58,500 was the official attendance?
I don't remember, but I think this year they expanded the space that they're using over
Yeah.
last year as well. Like, now they're using the entire convention center, and they still sold out. They,
So-
sold, they sold out this past weekend.
Is this the first year to sell out?
No,
No.
it's sold out at Maidenbower. It's the first year to sell out at the new location.
Okay.
Wow. It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
So, what do the Penny Arcade guys actually do at PAX?
They have panels.
Is that
They
it?
roll around on giant mountains of money.
Yeah.
No, Gabe and Tycho are amazing in front of a crowd. It's like a weird skill that they have that they don't really get to showcase that often. But if you watch them at like Child's Play for the auction or any of their panels at PAX, they are unbelievably eloquent in front of a crowd. Funny.
They're whenever they do the charity dinner auctions, they're always fucking on fire.
Yep. Yeah.
It's really amazing.
And then we should go to Child's Play dinner again this year because we haven't been for like the last 2 years. At least I haven't been the
Let's
last
go.
2 years. So
All right. Gus, book the plane tickets.
We're going. Seattle, here we come.
See you there.
So, are there any exclusives at PAX, gaming-wise?
They're gonna. I think it'll be the first time that you'll be able to see Knights of the Old Republic. No, not Knights of the Old Republic. Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Star Wars: The Old Republic.
The new Left 4 Dead map is going to be shown there. Left 4 Dead 2.
Left 4 Dead 2 map
is going to be shown there. I don't know what other exclusives are going on.
There's a bunch of other stuff, though, I think.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of other stuff. Like, there'll be StarCraft 2 playable.
Last year, Bethesda had that awesome Fallout setup with the trailer and all
God,
the...
that's so cool.
Yeah, all the dummies.
Yeah, and you could go inside and play Fallout last year before it came out.
That was
There'll be tons of
fucking
games
great.
that you can play before, they came out. It's cool.
That's
You think
really
Mass
cool.
Effect 2 will be there?
I don't know.
Well, if they're showing the Old Republic, you'd think they would show Mass Effect 2, right? That has a launch date. That's coming out way sooner.
I started playing Mass Effect, again, just because I want to finish it before Mass Effect 2 comes out. I don't know anything about that storyline at all.
Are you enjoying it?
It's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to be... I'm early on, and, I kind of bashed Shadow Complex and Fallout 3 when I had just started playing them, and I don't want to make that same mistake again with Mass Effect. But I'm getting into it. It's taking a little bit more time.
So, did you play it before and then stop, or is this the first time you're going through it?
I have played it before and stopped. I had to restart because I didn't remember anything about Mass Effect.
I've watched people play that, and it looks... Which is the biggest game on Xbox? Like, physically the biggest area in a game?
Oblivion, I think.
Well, I think we
Yeah.
just talked about one where they had the biggest environment ever. Got a Guinness Book of World Record for that, didn't they?
That was Fuel.
Fuel,
Yeah.
was that it?
Fuel, yeah.
That was a racing game.
But that was, I don't know if it was the biggest environment or biggest racing environment. I can't remember. But Oblivion is supposedly twice as big as Fallout 3. And Fallout 3 is fucking huge.
So
is
how
huge.
long would it take to walk from the furthest edges of Oblivion? Has anyone done that?
You tell us. You played the game.
I don't remember anything about the game.
I can tell
That's
you that
miserable.
in Fuel, there's an achievement to get from the top left corner of the map to the bottom right corner, and then another one to get from the top right corner to the bottom left corner, and they estimate that takes like 2 to 3 hours of driving.
Oh my god.
Forget about it. You got to do it continuously?
Yeah.
You mean you have to sit there and do it?
Yeah, you had to sit there and do it. You got to drive.
Wow.
Get from point A to point B.
Wow, I'm not
Kind
doing
of,
that.
it's kind of a cool achievement, but I don't know. I don't know if I like that.
I wonder how long do you think it would take to walk in Fallout, Bernie, from like the same thing, from the far upper left of the map to the far lower right?
Man, I don't know. It'd take a good long while. They built in the fast travel into that game. I really don't know. I would say probably an hour and a half to walk it. I guess. I don't know.
You'd be fighting the whole way through, too.
I didn't find out. It's very subtle, but I didn't find out until much later in Fallout 3 that if you lower your weapon, you move a lot faster.
Yes.
And you can't really tell, really, but it makes a big difference.
Really? I didn't know you could even lower your weapon.
Yeah. You hit X.
Huh.
It's the blue button.
Man, I can't wait for you to go back to England.
You can find it
but-
on it.
So I can start playing Fallout again.
I like the
Xbox.
fact that Jeff figures out how to play a game constantly after he's finished. Like, the other day, we beat Gears of War 1 on Insane, and afterwards, Jeff was like, "Whoa, what were you doing just then?" And I was like, "It's blind firing. It's when you're behind cover and you just pull the trigger and you just lean the gun over and shoot." And he's
Seriously?
like, "I didn't know you could do that."
I've never found blind
Why-
firing to
yeah.
be helpful in the game.
I tell
Why
you
would
what,
you
though,
ever do it?
I tell you what, the last shot on General Ram, I blind fire sniped him in the face, and it killed him. How cool is that?
With a torque bow. It was pretty impressive.
Wow.
It is true that I can't believe that actually happened to you again, because that happens all
It
the
happens a
time to you.
lot.
It happened in Crackdown when you didn't know you could lock onto
Because
people.
I'm impatient, and I don't like to go through tutorials or
So
fucking...
you end up playing the
any
game
of
for
the-
twice as long because you don't know how to do it.
In his
Yeah.
defense, Bernie did not know how to fire more than once in Fallout 3.
That's
Yeah,
true,
that's
and it
true. You
changed
were
the
like
game for
level
me.
10 or 11 before you discovered that.
Yeah, you'll notice I was level 10 or 11, not level 50, where you usually find out stuff like that. And that changed the game. And, I was like, God, I can't believe I'm such a fucking idiot. I couldn't figure this out. And it's like, that's what Jeff's like all the time.
It's true.
This is what it's like.
That being
Welcome to
said-
Jeff's world.
That being said, when I played Fallout and they taught me about VATS, I paid attention
Do you
and
know?
learned.
You know what I did? I actually killed there's some like roach tutorial, and I killed the roach like on the first shot, and so I didn't queue up more than one thing.
So you're saying you're so good, and that's why you're stupid.
Yeah, I'm better than the
So good
skill
he's
level
dumb.
that's required to finish the tutorial. I'm better than that. That's what I can say that with confidence. But that's what I'm thinking about Mass Effect. I think there's something fundamental about Mass Effect that I don't understand how it's played. But once again, we're talking about old games, But I'm only playing it because Mass Effect 2 is about to come
When
out.
does Mass Effect 2 come out? Is it October?
Does it come out this year?
I don't know.
I don't know. I have no idea.
A very cool thing about Mass Effect 2 is that the lead of cinematics is a guy who was very big in the machinima world. Is still big, but he's obviously got a full-time job doing cinematics for BioWare now. Paul Marino, a guy who was very helpful to us in our early days of machinima. He ran the Academy of Machinima Arts and Sciences.
Yep.
If you're friends with him, you can call him Pimo.
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 And he lives in Austin now. Not that we ever see him because he works like 22 hours a day on Mass
Yeah,
Effect.
if you follow him on Twitter, his Twitters are constantly at work. Like, I swear, he must get to work at 4 a.m. and then leave work at 2 a.m.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man, people who make video games, they work very, very, very hard. Very hard.
Yeah, no doubt. And he's always, like, rendering or doing software, waiting for software or doing something. And
Yeah.
it's insane, the amount of work.
One thing I'm hoping that'll happen is, video game revenues start to climb, is that they will just expand the number of people who work on these games.
You know what? I read yesterday that... Oh, fuck. I'm going to say this without citing an exact source, but someone at EA was talking about how much more it costs to make games these days. And he said that nowadays, the marketing budget for a game can be triple the production budget.
Is that true?
Yes.
Wow. That's not good.
Yeah,
That's not good.
That's unfucking believable. I'll find the name and do an appropriate citation when I get in the link dump.
Well, marketing makes a huge difference, especially in games. But we were talking about earlier this week. We were talking about this movie Delgo that came out, and apparently the people that made Delgo, which is some animated movie that came out in like 2005 or 4 or something like that, they're going to sue Avatar because they feel it looks too similar. And then we can post some screenshots that somebody put together of shots from the Avatar trailer that look like they're right out of Delgo. And they're really just shots that could be in any movie you've ever seen. I mean,
right?
Yeah, you got 90 minutes of shots. You can make anything look similar, right?
Well, they are using the trailer from Avatar. They're using sampling, but
yeah, but they haven't seen the movie. They don't know.
Yeah,
right. And they say, well, how can you possibly sue? It's like, these are standard shots, and yeah, it looks a little bit similar. The reason they can sue is that when they made Delgo, they spent $40 million on it, and they made something like $400,000 back in ticket sales.
I never even heard of that movie.
Yeah, it's there. I mean, it's a movie that came out, and it's got, I think it's got the record for losing the most amount of money for the number of theaters that it opened in. It was well over 2,000 theaters that it opened in.
and it had a pretty big cast too, right?
Yeah, like Freddie Prinze Jr. And it's like, if you've lost $40 million on a project, you'll sue anybody you can.
Oh,
at that
absolutely,
point.
yeah.
I mean, when you invest in a movie, you think, well, we'll get back 50% of our money, maybe, or 10% of our money, perhaps. They lost 40. They lost all their money. If you only make back a couple $100,000 on $40 million, you've lost all your money.
Yeah, and they made 1% back.
Do you think that movie even went to DVD, or at that point where they're like?
It's a good question. Where are they going to get the money to put it on DVD?
Like, why sink any more cash into something that nobody's going to look at?
How does that happen? How can a movie make so little money?
It must be marketing.
Marketing.
Nobody knew about it, right?
I'd never heard of it. You've never
I'd
heard
never
of it. Yeah, it was a $40 million movie.
It's more than District 9.
Yeah, and fuck if we. And District 9, I've seen everywhere the marketing for it.
So that's what I was getting at. I said marketing becomes so important. Okay, here it is. Delgo released. It says December 12th, 2008. I'm sorry, 2008.
What? It's even more recent.
It was a $40 million production budget. This is all according to BoxOfficeMojo.com, and it made $694,000.
Christ!
How many theaters did it open in?
2,160 theaters.
Oh my god!
That's a pretty big fucking release. So it made like 8 cents a theater.
So did they just literally put it in the movie theaters and then say, "Well, that's it"?
It made a $237 average per theater.
Oh god!
I mean, you can do the quick math on that. Divide that by 8. It's like 40 people per theater per weekend.
How long was it in
That's
theaters?
like 2
for?
people for screening. What?
How long was it in theaters for?
Can't imagine long. I mean, that's a 2,000 theater release. They're dropping it out of stuff fast. Yeah, Box Office Mojo only has 1 weekend worth of data.
Man, that's goddamn. You wonder, like, whoever the producer was of that film, he did he commit suicide after that? I mean,
who knows? Who knows? Like, at what point
$40 million and you threw it in a fucking lake?
Right. I mean, you can get into things where you say the theatrical release is nothing more than a promotion for the DVD release.
Sure.
Those are not 2,000 theater releases. Those are like 150 theater releases.
Okay, let's think conspiracy theory angle now. Now that I know that movie didn't come out till December 2008, is it possible someone was working on the Avatar movie and thought, I'll just take $40 million. We'll make this movie. We won't promote it. We'll just put it out there. It'll be like Avatar. Then when Avatar comes out, we'll sue them and we'll make more than we could have made in a theatrical run.
I have no idea. I don't think you'd be casting. Listen to this: Lauren Bacall, Freddie Prinze Jr., and Val Kilmer
Wow,
are in that movie.
God,
man,
That's crazy.
nuts,
Oh, sorry. I don't know. I said Lauren Bacall. What's wrong with me? Anne Bancroft. I don't know why I said Lauren Bacall.
Okay.
But yeah, it's nuts.
Who's Anne Bancroft?
Yeah, Bancroft.
She was in Delgo. Anne Bancroft. I'll look it up for you. But I'm saying you're not going to go out and cast name people to do stuff like that. And I look it up on IMDb now too. But marketing's a big deal. So what I'm hoping for is that as games grow and games make a ton more money, they can add in more people, and God forbid, have games come out faster. I like that Left 4 Dead 2 is coming out already. I know a lot of people are complaining about that.
It's crazy that people are complaining about that.
Yeah,
I still
happy.
don't understand that at all.
Dude.
But while we're on the subject of movie
Hopefully
stuff,
we'll get to play that at PAX.
Oh, you know what else I think we're going to get to play? Assassin's Creed 2 and maybe Modern Warfare 2. Those are both going to be there.
I'm excited about Assassin's Creed 2. I love that game.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed was
Even
a
all
great
that
game.
collecting stuff, I did it all.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's great.
The game was awesome.
But which movie spent the most amount of money on marketing? Is that a stat that we know?
A lot of times they hide it.
Yeah,
we just read something about that. What was it, Harry Potter?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't read anything.
Fuck, I
can't read.
Anne Bancroft, you know her best as Mrs. Robinson from The Graduate. That's why you recognize the name, probably.
look up the production.
She's dead, right?
Can you look up
No,
the
not dead.
Can you look up the new Harry Potter movie on Box Office Mojo, Bernie? I seem to remember something about Harry Potter costing like close to $1 billion between the money they spent on it and production and then advertising.
And why do you need to advertise the new Harry Potter movie? Like
Dude,
number
I
6?
don't know.
People aren't going to watch number 6?
I haven't seen it yet.
Really?
Yeah, I want to. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. I just haven't had the time.
It's a big deal with a lot of contracts. Is that marketing money is a big deal.
Yeah. But Harry Potter also, I think it's made $300 million in the U.S. and then like another $800 million overseas.
A lot of it is so self-serving, though, too. You will never see any more movie billboards than you will in Los Angeles.
Yep.
Every other billboard in Los Angeles is a movie.
Yeah, the first time I went to LA, I was shocked. I never thought about that until I went there for the first time, 10 years ago, whenever it was. Every billboard. You're not kidding.
Yep.
I remember at the time I went, Moulin Rouge was about to open. Every fucking billboard was a Moulin Rouge billboard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You will see movies advertised in Los Angeles that you don't even know existed until you showed up there.
Movies and TV shows and God knows what else.
Yeah, and that's so self-serving. They want to see their own billboards up,
Yeah, they want to see their own billboards, and they want their competition to see the billboards. And
Can we do a quick analysis on numbers real quick?
Sure.
Okay. Shadow Complex sold 200,000 copies.
Yeah.
And we figured out that
it's $15 a pop, so that's $3 million.
$3 million in total, not counting like a royalty cut or whatever.
That's just gross.
I think the rumor is that for video games there, they get about 2/3 back from
Supposedly. Yeah.
So then the developer would have got $2 million on that.
$2 million. That's a very complex game. Do you think $2 million is enough to support that game? I mean, if it's the biggest hit there is on Xbox Live Arcade single player released
Who
in
knows?
the summer, whatever it is.
I think it's impossible to say without knowing more about the studio. Like, do we know if it was like 5 dudes working on it, or is it a big company?
Yeah. We've looked
but
before.
Chair, right?
Right.
I don't really
Now,
know
is
anything
Chair
about them.
an offshoot of Epic?
I don't know.
Or did they license the engine from Epic? Because that's a big price
the
tag right
engine
there.
is definitely using the Unreal Engine.
I know that, but are they part of Epic and therefore
Right.
get it as part of their deal, or are they licensing it from Epic?
I don't know.
Because we've talked to people before about licensing different engines, which is a very common thing in video games to license out the engine. But we've talked about it for machinima, and those price tags on those engines are big, big.
I read an interview with John Carmack recently where he was talking about how he's glad that the Unreal Engine is now like the standard FPS engine, and it's not the Quake engine anymore, because he said he hated having to support the engine. He said like back then they would sell the Quake engine to someone, and they didn't have it's a small company, they didn't have the infrastructure to support the engine after the sale, so they said that they would sell someone the engine. And they said, okay, when you buy the engine, you get to come and talk to John Carmack for 2 hours. That's your support.
Wow, really?
Yeah, and then their engineers would come and sit down. They'd have to hammer out all their issues. They're like, okay, that's it. Good luck with your game.
Wow.
I find that statement to be a little odd too. That he's happy about it, because hasn't the impression always been that id makes their own games as nothing more than a showcase for what the engine is capable of doing, so that they can then license the engine?
I had heard that before.
Yeah, like Doom 3 got a lot of criticism for that, didn't it? Was that it was the game was just not really as good as it could be. They were just interested in making a new version of the engine to license to other video game developers.
I don't know.
I mean, that's just, random people talking shit on the internet. But, I mean, that's what I had always heard about id.
Yep.
Interesting.
Did you ever look up Harry Potter? I'm interested to see.
I mean, I don't know where to look up marketing budgets, man.
Box Office Mojo sometimes.
Yeah,
has it.
it doesn't. It doesn't a lot of times, though.
Yeah.
Have marketing budgets?
It'll have like production budget versus advertising budget.
All right, let me see. I'll look this up right now. Boxofficemojo.com. Are they part of IMDb yet? Why don't they integrate these two sites?
Yeah, they got purchased.
Yeah, they did.
All the cool kids call it Bomojo, by the way.
Bomojo.
You sound stupid saying Box Office Mojo.
Oh, do I? B-O Mojo? Is
Yeah.
that what people say?
Bomojo.
All the cool kids being Gus and I.
Bo Mojo? All right, what is this? I never watched Harry Potter. Is this Half-Blood Prince? Is this the one?
Half-Blood Prince.
It says production budget was $250 million, and it's made $895 million worldwide.
Wow.
So that's a profit? Let me check my math on that.
Carry the
Yeah,
zero.
I think
You're so proud of your ignorance of Harry Potter.
I'm not proud of my ignorance of Harry Potter. I just haven't seen it ever, and I don't know anything about
You
it.
like to you like to boast that fact. It's like
I do.
if anyone's talking about Harry Potter, you'll just like get up. You'll be like, hey, I don't know anything about it.
It's a kid wizard. You know, I mean, call me.
I mean,
crazy.
I'm with you. I'm not into either.
He's a British kid wizard. No offense. I know you're a wizard.
What would you call Luke Skywalker?
What's that?
He was just
I call him
like-
fucking badass. Thanks for asking.
Who do you think would win in a fight, Harry Potter or Luke Skywalker?
I don't know.
Let's,
They wouldn't fight.
moving right along.
They wouldn't fight because Harry Potter would cry and say, "My parents got me into this situation. It's not my fault." Right? Isn't that what he does?
All right, do we have anything else to talk about before we wrap up today?
Well, let's talk about something interesting so we can have something to put in this fucking podcast.
Yeah. Gavin and Ben and I watched The Burbs last night. They had never heard of it. It was awesome.
It's a little before their time.
We're on a
Yeah.
little Tom Hanks spree. You know, I never knew Tom Hanks was a comedic actor. I've only ever seen him do serious stuff. I never knew he
You
was in
should
a
show
comedy.
him, like, Bachelor Party.
We're going to watch Money Pit next, I think. That's another great one.
We watched Splash as well. That was good.
The outtakes from Saving Private Ryan are pretty fucking funny. I don't know if you've seen them or not.
That was filmed in my town.
Now, very few actors can make that switch, and I guess Tom Hanks has just completely made the switch. He hasn't done any kind of comedies at all
When,
recently.
No. Forrest Gump, I guess, would
You
be
and I
good?
went and saw Castaway,
Yes.
and
Not a comedy.
that was when I think I reached my limit of dealing with audiences in the movie theater.
I was ready to start throwing punches. a couple
Why? What
times.
was going on?
Well, have you seen the movie Castaway?
I've seen bits of it.
I'm gonna ruin one of the bits then.
seen
if
him
you
knock
haven't
his
seen
tooth out with a.
Yeah,
skate.
that's a
Ice
good one.
skate.
When he knocks his tooth out with the ice skate. Not funny, right?
It's pretty funny.
No, it wasn't funny.
Oh, is that not meant to be funny?
But the row in front of us thought it was funny.
They thought it was hilarious. Everyone in the theater thought that was funny. And like when he loses Wilson the volleyball,
I was tearing up.
in the water, and he's screaming for Wilson to come back. Everyone was cracking up.
There's
Everybody
a-
in the movie theater thought that was just high comedy.
The guy literally sitting right in front of us was going, he lost the ball.
He thinks volleyball is a person. Yeah, it was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. I saw a funny movie though this weekend.
What'd you say?
I saw Mystery Team by Derek Comedy.
Oh, right.
And that was fucking funny. It was, it's a movie that they made. They stopped making YouTube videos like in 2008, and it must be really weird to go from making an internet video where you make it, put it online, you get instant feedback, to go into that feature film production mode, because they shot it in March of 2008, spring of 2008, somewhere around there.
Like
which-
3 months before we started Reconstruction.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So did they just disappear from the face of the internet, and were they just like, "Be right back, we're doing a movie"?
Well, I mean, people are still watching their videos, I mean, I don't know how people are keeping up with... Not everyone releases stuff on a weekly basis. That's not their MO. Some people just put out, like, one thing a month anyway.
That's such a long cycle, though. I can't imagine. I mean, we're so used to the instant feedback and, like, making something and having it up that day. I can't fathom, like... Even DVD production, which takes us about 4 weeks, 5 weeks, feels
Right.
unbearably long to me.
Well, I mean, even Red vs. Blue, which is essentially we make like a movie a year.
Yeah.
We get feedback in 5-minute chunks. It's not like we're working on something behind closed doors for 9 months at a time or a year at a time and saying, "Boy, I really hope we're heading in the right direction with this thing."
Yeah, I hope this is this funny? I can't remember anymore. We did this part 8 months ago.
Yeah, it was funny when we wrote it. Maybe we should take in all those references to Michael Jackson.
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch. Just isn't as funny as it used to be.
But it was great. Derek, Mystery Team's great. I don't know what kind of release it's going to get.
They're doing
but,
like a college tour kind of thing, right?
That's the smart thing to do. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. So I think they're. If you live in a big college town, chances are it'll end up in your local theater.
It's if you liked Super Troopers by Broken Lizard, I think the people who liked Super Troopers will like this, And I was a fan of Derek Comedy already, so I went in as a fan, and I had a great time.
It's also hard not to like a movie at the Alamo Drafthouse. It's usually such a good environment,
True.
you know.
Yeah, I saw it at the Alamo, which is badass theater. That's literally a block away from us.
Yeah.
They're making a bowling alley, those Alamo guys.
Are they really?
They're making a bowling alley down on South Lamar.
Is it Ali Moe's?
I don't know.
Is that what it's? They have those shirts.
They have those shirts. That's
Yeah.
why.
I think it's called Highball.
Huh.
highball bowling lanes, and it's like, it's cool because you get to eat dinner while you watch a movie. But the coolest thing about it is these guys know how to program a theater.
Yeah,
they get just awesome movies. Like, you can't see Mystery Team anywhere else in the United States right now, but you can see it at the Alamo.
Yeah,
it's pretty awesome.
The world premiere of the new Star Trek movie was at the Alamo.
Austin gets a lot of really cool premieres because of the Alamo.
And then, and they go out of their way to do really cool stuff. Like, even when they just had opening night for Iron Man, they had a dude in the parking lot flying around on a jetpack that they
That
hired.
was so much fun.
It was loud,
It
dude.
was loud. That was fucking terrifying.
What do you mean flying around at what? Like a what?
They had a dude come out with a fucking real life jetpack, dude, and he was dressed up like Iron Man.
Horrible costume.
Horrible
So
costume.
great.
And he flew from like one end of the parking lot to the other, and it sounded like a jet was taking off. And you're,
What? So it was a real jetpack.
Yeah.
yeah.
It was like compressed air or something.
He can
That's
fly for
crazy.
he can fly for like 15 seconds at a time.
And then remember
awesome.
when Transformers came out, they hired the big Truckosaurus.
Oh yeah,
They
yeah,
closed off the parking lot and had Truckosaurus come and like demolish a car.
yeah.
And they have like David Lynch marathons where in between the movies they have midgets come out and dance and wrestle each other and stuff, just like really absurd stuff like
They
that.
just do something fun for every movie. Like, you could go, like, on any given night, you could watch The Jerk, and they'll serve you pizza in a cup. Like, it doesn't have to be, like, the biggest thing in the world, but it'll be something cool and referential to the film that'll make sense. Like, when they show Blue Velvet, they have free Pabst Blue Ribbon for everybody.
Yeah. When I saw Shaft there, everyone got a 40 of Old English.
Yeah,
at the
bag,
door.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they had when they did what's the Steve Zissou movie?
Oh,
Life Aquatic?
Life Aquatic, and they gave everyone a red toque, and so everyone in the audience is wearing a red hat in the picture, like they're part of.
I can see myself in that picture. If we ever go together, I'll point out where I am.
Did you guys see that there together? I didn't go that.
I didn't go. He went.
I
you
went on my own.
Oh, man.
You saw a movie on your own.
Yeah.
Hey, does Wes Anderson have a movie coming out anytime
I
soon?
don't, Fabulous Mr. Fox that he and...
Oh, right.
It's a cartoon, right? And it's him and the dude that wrote Squid and the Whale, Noah Baumbach.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's a good movie. Man.
It's a-
Yeah, it's a different kind of movie.
it's
but
a good movie.
It's a good movie, man.
If you want to watch the, like, textbook failure of an American relationship.
Yeah,
family,
it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool.
was a good
Jeff
movie, though.
Daniels is a good actor. I mean, he's done some really cool stuff in the last few years.
Dumb and Dumber comes to mind.
No, yeah, I know. That's
Such
what
a
you
good
think of,
movie.
right?
No, yeah, no,
Squid and the
I do
Whale's
think
awesome.
he's a great actor, yeah.
The arachnophobia.
God.
That's obscure.
You know what he was really good in terms of endearment? I don't know if you guys ever saw that.
I didn't know he was in that.
Yeah, my mom made me watch that movie like 1,000 times when I was a kid.
Yeah, that was like I think when I was just kind of reaching the point where I realized the Oscars were something cool, but they weren't necessarily movies you wanted to watch.
Yeah.
And that's when I remember that coming out. Can I say this? Where the Wild Things Are is coming out, and Spike Jonze is probably one of the best guys to get that movie and direct it.
Yeah.
There's part of me that wishes that had ended up in the hands of Wes Anderson. I like Wes Anderson's like childlike wonderment stuff. I think a little bit better than Spike Jonze's.
There's a bigger part of me that wishes that movie wasn't made.
Really? Why is that?
It's like a 15-page children's book.
So,
I don't see how it's going to translate into a 90-minute feature.
they'll make a cool story out of it.
We'll see.
I mean,
Why not make an original story about an island filled with monsters? Why take a 15-page fucking book?
I don't know.
maybe he had a good web agent.
It's Spike Jonze. It'll be good. It'll be fun. I do agree with your Wes Anderson thing, though. That guy's got such a unique aesthetic that's like, I don't know. It's really
Yeah.
cool to watch. Like, did you guys ever see Darjeeling Limited?
Nope.
Nope.
Man, you should see that movie. Didn't do well, critical failure, but just gorgeous. And it's just like, he just does whatever that is, he does so well. It's really fun to watch.
I watched Hotel Chevalier to see Natalie Portman naked. That's
Hotel
about it.
Chevalier, I wasn't that impressed.
How'd that work out for you?
Disappointing.
Yeah.
There was something I saw recently where Mr. Skin put out the top 100 nude celebrities or top 100 nude scenes of all time.
What, from movies?
What was number one?
Was the Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Phoebe Cates.
Phoebe Cates,
Yeah.
yeah. And then number 2 was something, I think it was like the Jessica Biel in that stripper movie she just did.
Oh, really?
But yeah, but I gotta, how does Mr. Skin stay in business? How does that site do that? How can they take clips from movies and put them on their website and sell access to them? And they've been doing this for now 10 years, 12 years?
Yeah, unbelievable.
I read about it somewhere a couple years ago, and the answer is like it's really just like he doesn't have the right to do it, but nobody's stopping him, right?
Yeah, and they send him clips.
They send him clips because they see it as good promotion, I guess, right?
That's something.
Yeah, wasn't he on Stern? Didn't he talk about it on Stern?
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's probably one of those things where he started doing it long enough ago that he just kind of became entrenched in the internet, and it was before people started to realize this kind of stuff, and he just got grandfathered in, you know? You probably couldn't start a site like Mr. Skin right now.
There's no such thing as grandfather
I don't
in.
know.
I don't know. What does that mean? It's like, well, they killed
I mean, he's already been
months
doing it.
ago.
He's been doing it for so long. He's so successful. Nobody's sued him yet. Why stir the pot?
I guess so. I mean,
know?
I guess. I mean, unless everyone's going to do it all at once. Here, this is bad. Number 100 on the list was Christina Ricci in Black Snake Moan. I would have put that probably.
I've still never seen that.
I saw that at the draft house. I got so drunk.
I saw that at the Draft House too, as part of that 24-hour film festival.
I got so drunk.
There's a really cool film festival that the Ain't It Cool News guys put on like once a year at the Alamo, where you go and literally sit in a seat for 24 hours straight.
Fuck
Yeah.
that. Is that fun?
The first 8 hours are.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh,
And I've wanted to go. I just never do. But I hear that they have movies to try to make you go to sleep in the middle of the night.
Okay, I agree with number 2. I'm gonna go down this list real quick.
Okay, yeah. Let's hear the top 10.
You've reached the pervy part of the podcast. Okay, top 10.
Pervcast.
Anne Hathaway in Havoc. I've seen that.
I've never seen it.
Okay.
That's number 10?
Anne Hathaway's hot. Yeah. Alyssa Milano in Embrace the Vampire.
Absolutely.
I've seen clips from that. But Eva Green in The Dreamers. Don't know what that is.
wait, whoa.
No, yeah, dude, that's a hot. I've seen that movie. She's fucking awesome in that film.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's worth seeing.
She looks hot in the picture.
Yeah, she's
She's
like
in
a
that Bond movie.
curvy, dark-haired chick.
See, it looks like an old like period piece.
Yeah, it takes place in France in like the 50s or 60s during those. There was like those French riots about college or some shit. That's what that
I,
movie's
I
about.
thought we were talking about boobs. Why are we talking?
Well, anyway,
It's college riots.
and then she fucks a lot in it.
If I was going to replace that with something else, I would have done probably Uma Thurman in Dangerous Liaisons.
Also hot, but you should see that movie.
All right.
before you.
Holly Berry in Swordfish.
Never
about that.
saw it.
Kelly Preston in Mischief. Kelly Preston's gorgeous.
Never
man.
saw it.
She's absolutely gorgeous. Marissa Tomei in Before the Devil Knows You're Dead.
Never saw it.
Never saw it either. Jessica Biel, Powder Blue. We're at number 4.
Never saw it.
now. Jessica Biel. Number 3 is Sharon Stone in Basic Instinct. That's like the whole movie.
Yeah.
Number 2, Angelina Jolie in Gia.
Oh fuck yeah.
Which, if you've never seen Gia, is an awesome movie. And I've come to find out the other hot naked girl in that is the chick from Lost.
Yeah, dude. How awesome is that?
Which chick from Lost?
Juliet.
What?
Yeah.
I'm watching that movie tonight.
That's just like the huge tit makeout movie.
Jesus.
Whoa.
Man, I've got a boner.
And then number 1 is Phoebe Cates in Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Which
Now,
is
just,
it's a great scene.
just so we're not complete pigs, and to give something for the female members of the audience. Gavin, you want to say dirty again one more time?
I'm not going to do it. Rewind.
You have to do it.
Rewind to...
I wonder what the best male nude scene of all time is.
So, let's...
No. Let's have a little equality here. I would say probably if you're gonna.
Not Jason Segel and fucking
Forgetting Sarah Marshall. There
I
was a lot of unexpected cock
I
in
would
that movie.
imagine that women really like those Ocean's 11 movies. Somebody's going to see those.
There's no dicks in those though, are there?
Well, I don't think women
When-
are all wanting to see new dicks.
I
and
don't know
stuff.
about that. Probably not. Dicks
What
are kind of
about-
gross.
What
How about-
about Dr. Manhattan?
Probably. Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Or,
Dr. Manhattan didn't get a big like. There weren't a bunch of women going back.
Bruce
to go see
Willis showed his wiener in Color of Night.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
What about Boogie
was it?
Nights?
Boogie Nights. Yeah, that was a good one.
it. How about Harvey Keitel and Bad Lieutenant?
Oh, not
That's
that one.
good.
There was a
Or,
spot
the-
of penis in 28 Days Later, right at the
What
beginning.
about the Simpsons movie?
Simpsons movie. Bart's dick. What about what was the Brokeback Mountain? Those dudes were naked, right?
Yeah, see, that's not driving that stuff. I don't think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think like when I think of like women, like what the equivalent of like women porn is I think like Titanic.
I was thinking checkbooks and credit cards.
Take it easy. Take
Whoa.
it easy. We're trying to have a little balance, and here
Trouble
you are
at home, Gus?
going crazy.
All right, we gotta cut this. We're like at an hour and a half.
300 would probably be a big one.
300. There you go. Even my wife was into that. My wife.
I would
yeah.
bet. Yeah.
Hey, Gus, I sneezed earlier and it didn't smell of anything.
Did it? I sneezed. We had this discussion. We have to bring this up now. I'm trying to end the podcast
Why try to end the podcast?
because we're at an hour and
Why
a half.
would you cut all the boring
Okay.
shit in the middle and make it up?
Okay, well, this is me talking. I'll cut something you said earlier then.
Okay.
So I can fit this in.
You can cut the bit where I said dirty.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I said it again.
So we were talking here in the
That's
office.
Swallow. How do you swallow that fucking loud? How do you do it?
I always get mad at him for that. So none of you guys have stinky sneezes. Am I the only one who has stinky
No,
sneezes?
dude. No,
Should we-
no
should
such
we-
thing.
Should I preface how this came up?
Yes, please.
Okay. I like to find weird ass stuff on the internet, like weird medical stuff is something I like to find. Like weird like chiropractic adjustments.
Yeah, that's like
stuff
your.
that.
Everybody has one weird thing. That's your weird thing.
I like to find weird medical stuff, like tonsil stones and weird crap.
Throat rocks.
so gross.
I came across this community of people on the internet. They were like on some Yahoo group where they're concerned because they have stinky sneezes.
Don't laugh. This is serious. You all should not be laughing.
They were concerned because they have stinky sneezes. And this is like a weird offshoot of like the Morgellons group. There's this weird thing called Morgellons where people think that they have a parasite that makes fibers all over their body. I'm fascinated by these people. I'm absolutely fascinated by them. And somehow through them I found the stinky sneezes people. They think that because their sneezes smell, they have a stinky smell to them, that they're being invaded by some kind of like fungus and they think they're contagious. I brought this up in conversation and Gus said, I have stinky sneezes.
Yeah, you all have never smelled them, but I do have stinky sneezes.
I have. I've smelled your stinky
Jeff
sneeze.
smelled it once. And I had a stinky sneeze. I right before I went to your house last night. But anyway, not all my sneezes are stinky, but only sometimes are they stinky.
How can a sneeze smell? It makes no sense.
And usually if it's going to be stinky, the chances are greater it'll be stinky in the morning versus later in the day.
Are we talking like...
But it can happen later in the day because it happened right before I went to Jeff's house at 8
Dude,
p.m. last night.
I'm going to tell you one time. This is like 9 years ago. Gus and I were driving to a store to pick something up for work.
Yeah, this is the first time I was ever... By the way, this story... That was the first time I was ever aware that my sneeze stank.
We were driving, and we had to turn around in a parking lot, and something happened, and it smelled so bad that we both thought we hit a bloated dead animal, and we couldn't get the stink off the car. And we were like, it was so bad, and it lasted so long. We were talking about, like, do we get a car wash? How do we get rid of this dead animal? I remembered it was so bad.
And at one point, I turned to you when this was going on. Remember, I said, "Was that me?" I said,
I was like,
"Did that smell come out of me when I sneezed?"
And then Gus admitted to me a couple weeks ago that it was his stinky sneeze, and that he just let me think it was a dead animal all these years.
Well, at the time, I didn't know it was my sneeze. That was the first time I'd ever had a stinky sneeze.
But it was special bad.
Yeah, and then my wife never had stinky sneezes, and now she does.
So she caught them off you.
Yeah.
I love the fact that you can sneeze, but you don't smell it on the way out.
No, I don't smell it, but
Because-
the second I'm done sneezing, I smell it.
Because that's why I asked you.
World? So is it something like... what could it be?
I don't know. I've never read anything about it on the internet. But
It's gotta
I
be
always thought
bacterial
It was like
or fungal
something,
or something.
bacteria
It's
up
like
in my
roadkill.
sinuses.
Because that's why I asked you whether you sneeze through your nose or mouth. Because if you sneeze through your nose, surely you'd smell it as it came
I
out.
sneezed through my mouth.
Yeah.
My nose isn't... Even my huge nose isn't big enough to accommodate my Gus-style sneezes.
Well, now, a big thing that I like to read is like the conspiracy stuff where people think there's something being hidden from them. And these people in this community are great because they say, I talked to my doctor about it and they refuse to recognize it. And I see doctors and nurses talking and like saying, no, shaking their heads that this couldn't possibly be true. Is this what you have experienced from the medical community?
I've never talked to a doctor about it, but after we talked, I did some searching online for it, and there's people who are constantly posting, like, I'm a doctor, I'm a nurse, this is impossible, this can't be happening. This, in your imagination, it's not.
Which is why you should sneeze into a bag and open it in front of a doctor's face.
Yeah, I'll sneeze for you guys one of these days. If I have a stinky sneeze, I'll call you over to my desk.
Dude,
I'm not coming over.
I
don't want it.
Let me know so I can take a break and go outside for a while.
Well, if you smell it, you've got it.
You fart without warning. So you're
What is this bodily function podcast? Hey, let me read you Morgellons real quick so you get a
All
feel
right,
for
let's hear
just
it.
the crazy stuff I love to find. Morgellons, also called Morgellons disease or maybe it's Morgellons syndrome, is a name given in 2002 by Maria Leitado to a proposed condition characterized by a range of cutaneous skin symptoms, including crawling, biting, and stinging sensations, finding fibers on or under the skin, and persistent skin lesions. If you're, by the way, a hypochondriac, do not read this stuff because you'll go crazy. And it's people who like find these black, like they say they're almost like metal fibers growing out of their body.
What?
Yeah, and they find them and they freak that they
That would
freak
be
out.
awesome.
Listen, if you're suffering from this, you should see a doctor, absolutely. But
I'd collect
I
up-
think the accepted opinion is that it's a mental condition and not a
Good
physical
Lord.
condition.
That's
wow.
really disturbing.
But there's whole websites dedicated to
Are there any pictures of
this.
people who have scraped bits of metal off their skin?
all over YouTube. All over, there's pictures and there's
I'd
videos.
collect that shit up out of the bottom of the shower and I'd sell it. It must be valuable.
Recycling.
Aluminum.
Conspiracy theories. Here's some self-identified. Morgellons sufferers and conspiracy theorists provide their own origin hypothesis. Perhaps it is caused by chemical spills or even alien abductions. On a radio program called Coast to Coast.
Art Bell?
Okay, stop me when it sounds weird. Popular among people who believe in UFOs and ghosts, A New Mexico doctor reports that a former CIA agent told him the disease was caused by the French. A botched government experiment, he says, contaminated the water. All Evian drinkers are at risk. Which, by the way, I don't want to lose our Evian endorsement. You know, it's probably that might be unsubstantiated.
You know who drinks a lot of Evian?
Evian goes so well in my Maybach.
Ben. It's going to happen to you, buddy. You're at risk.
You're gonna get metal fibers growing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sweet.
anything else before we wrap up?
I don't think so. Come check us out at PAX.
Yeah, check us out at PAX.
Got 3 new videos to show at PAX. Come see us.
Buy some shit.
Bring this podcast by the booth. We'll sign it.
Gus wants a hug.
All right. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Ta-ta.
Bye.
Bye.